What's up everyone? Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Before we begin, make sure to hit the like and subscribe, then hit the real subscribe button, which is the bell icon. We're posting 4 videos every day, so make sure to check back every single day. We've just hit 20k subscribers, so thank you all so much. Let's get to 30. Check out all the links in the description. Thousands of dollars of free crypto down there, along with signals, COINCALLS, TA, alpha and memes in our private Discord, accessed by signing up to our Patreon. This is not financial advice. Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Let's begin. So we're just taking a look at Ethereum here on this macro time frame, and as you can see, it's pretty clear that we've had a decent, a very decent time of it in the past few years throughout the bull run for Ethereum. Obviously, it came all the way up in that March crash from around, what was this? Less than $100 down to around, what is this wick here? Around $87. We've come all the way up to an all-time high of almost, what was it, $5,000. So an absolutely massive. I mean, what even is this for Ethereum? I can't even do the quick maths off the top of my head right now. Basically, it's over 5,000%, an absolutely incredible gain in general. Just doing ridiculously well. I think it's around a 50x, isn't it? But basically what we're saying is Ethereum looking really good on that macro timescale. Obviously, recently, things have been slowing down in the market for, basically the past year, really. Ever since that May high, we've basically been, going sideways for the most part, haven't we? We have made a macro higher low, higher, and now coming down to make that higher low for continuation. But we'd say overall that Ethereum really, it's looking as though basically it's not really getting up to those kinds of levels that people expected it to so far. Obviously, Bitcoin being a big contributor to this. We did think that Bitcoin was going to be at 100k last year. And it seems as though a lot of people got that wrong. We did have a big bearish period in the middle of the market here from, what was it, May, June, July, where we had that big retracement. We came up to a new all-time high, but we're having another big retracement over the past few months. So it's looking like that conventional theory of, there's going to be that huge blow off top for the market hasn't actually come to fruition yet. We're not saying that it won't in the future, but for now it's looking as though things are basically, not working out as people anticipated based on previous cycle analysis. And obviously you can't predict the future based on past results. But we've not seen anything like a previous market cycle in terms of, the actual structure of the market. So we could potentially be looking at a lengthened cycle, and there's a lot of evidence to suggest that. Obviously the big institutional adoption as well is going to play a part, along with the Bitcoin futures. There's more manipulation of the price to certain areas of the, of the chart in order to fulfill these futures contracts as well. So there's a lot more stuff going into things right now. So basically what we could be looking at is, a bit more of a lengthened cycle going through 2022. We're unsure yet when the cycle will actually end. A lot of people are saying that it's already over, but we're not seeing much evidence of that so far. We're still holding these macro trends to the upside, even if they are slowing down somewhat over the past 6 to 8 months. You can see here still making macro higher highs and higher lows. And in our opinion, Bitcoin looking like it's on the verge of breaking out. If that's the case, then we're going to see Ethereum do something pretty decent as well in confluence with it. So a little bit of context for what's been going on with Ethereum. We obviously made that swing high at around $4,400. We had the massive crash. We come down in this descending wedge like this. We get the breakout and the back test. You can see here we pull our fibs in from this level here. We come back up to the 038, which is where we basically found resistance in this area. We come down, we form that nice W double bottom with the breakout and the back test of that previous swing low. We get that really nice push to the upside where we come up, we break this level here. We come up to around the 618. We break it, we back test it as support. We run up again up to another key level here in and around the resistance at the big psychological 4K mark. We have that big sell-off throughout September, forming another little descending wedge like this. A, B, C correction, followed by that W double bottom looking something like that. And then once we broke out, we run all the way up to the 078. We run up to that all-time high there. We make another all-time high, almost at $5,000, around $4,900 here. And then you can see here, once we actually hit November, we did start to have this downtrend for Ethereum. we're basically heading down in a channel like this. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. You can see obviously just trading downwards inside this channel. And you can see, interestingly enough, we actually lost the bottom of the channel as support, which is a bit of a concern. And so obviously, once we lost the bottom of the channel in confluence with the 078 level here, which we were holding as support, we roll over to our next key level of support, which is the 618. The 618 being, you know, basically the biggest and baddest Fibonacci level, we would say, the one with the most importance and confluence on the chart. And we'd say, you know, realistically, we've just put in a bit of a range here, haven't we? We've come down to the low, to the high, back down to the low now. But you can see clearly, you know, if we come down and we make a new daily close low on these candles here, because you can see that we're approaching, you know, potentially a daily close down below this level here. At the bottom of the range, you can see obviously we would be putting in some really big bullish divergences if that was the case. Histogram also looks like it's slackening off in terms of the downside momentum. So in our opinion, you know, the 618, the bottom of this range, the decreasing momentum, and also you can see this RSI downtrend we've drawn in here. Every single time we've hit this, we have rolled over. You can see sooner or later, we are probably most likely going to see a bounce for Bitcoin and Ethereum in a big way. Obviously, a lot of people have been chastising us, saying that, you know, you've been saying this for days and days and it's not happening. But it's because these things take time to form. But we do like to keep you updated with the day-to-day movements of the market. So we'll just take a look at today's price action now. You can see on the hourly time frame here, we're in this range here. As we said, we've double bottom back tested the bottom here with the massive bullish divergences on the hourly. You get the bounce to the top of the range where that resistance is as well. Of that previous channel, support flipped into resistance. We could basically come up to here, you know, losing momentum. So we roll over again. We come up, we test the bottom of the top of that range again and the top of that trend line. We roll all the way back down to the 618. We've got some bullish divergences in this area, so we would expect a bounce to the upside. You can see clearly bullish divergences forming here. The 618 a big support. You'd expect this area to have a decent bounce at the very least. But if we did roll over further, as we said, the bottom of the range down at around that 3K, that basically it's in and around that 2,950 to 3K area, a big psychological area of support, a massive support for Ethereum in our opinion, especially considering the overextended nature of where we are in the market. So we can do short-term price predictions then, keep things short and sweet. As we said, if we roll over, we would expect that 3K level to hold. That's a massive support, but we do have this swing low area at around $2,900 as well, where we could find support as well. And then heading back to the upside, we want to see ourselves break this $3,400 area, anywhere from 3.3K to 3.4K here. This area needs to be broken, back tested, and then getting back up through our levels. Basically reverse the trend, make that W double bottom, something like this, and then basically start making higher highs and higher lows. And as we said before, you know, we don't think Ethereum's done by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, when you look at the sheer network effect for Ethereum and the fundamentals for it, it's obviously a ridiculously huge project. And from a technical perspective, I mean, the 141, the 161, very achievable. Anywhere up from that 6 to 8K level, very achievable in our opinion. And you can see we've got that 227 extension at around 15K. I think realistically we could see anywhere between 7.5 to 10K in this year for Ethereum, doing a 3 or a 4x. And if we do get a really big blow off top, like we, you know, potentially we could, then we could be looking at potentially Ethereum upwards of 15 or 20K if that happens. So that's it, guys. We'd like to thank you all so much for your support. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them down below, and don't forget to subscribe and then hit the real subscribe button, which is the bell icon, to stay up to date with the 4 videos we post every single day. Make sure to join the Patreon or YouTube membership to support us, as well as getting a ton of benefits. Crypto Maximalists will get access to daily signals, coin calls, alpha on new projects, and insight into our own personal moves, while Maximalist Gold takes you beyond, giving you a look at our own personal portfolio, super low cap gems, 100x potential portfolio, and constant access to us personally as a resource. We're constantly in the Discord posting daily and chatting to members, and we'll be hosting giveaways soon, so come and join a community rich with value and content. Remember, you can also join our public section of the Discord too, where we post news, technical analysis, daily updates on the markets, larger cap gems, and the occasional meme. There's absolutely no reason not to get involved with all that value. Links are all in the description. Please like and subscribe. We are Crypto Maximalists.